think the doctor would have said, easy nahi hai, ye magic nahi hai, it will take time. I think she would have told that, yeah.
There is a thing saying that if men get mumps before they hit puberty, no, after puberty, the chances are, oh, I need to take rest. I cannot walk around too much. I have to eat this. I have to eat that. And after 1 month, when it didn't happen, it hit me so hard, more of it, because it can turn into cancer later. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So because
Excuse me, let it happen
Yeah.
first. Why are you coming and complaining before that? She'll be like, calmly, she'll be telling, it's okay, take your time, madam.
I'm
Please.
sure they would have met all crazy women.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Virtually Unfiltered. Today we are talking about something which is very much discussed in the society. All the boys have big clue about this and it's not a taboo at all and everybody is very aware of this. Obviously with my tone you can see it's actually a sarcasm. We are talking about IVF and my friend here has agreed to talk about this. So before we start or go ahead with this, what exactly is IVF?
The full form is in vitro fertilization that everyone can check online
Yes,
as well.
I almost knew about this. Like I knew IVF is like that only, yeah. So let's get started then.
Yes. So I think to start with, the first thing is, when did you decide to have a baby? Like, if you're okay, what age did you decide?
Yeah.
And before getting into IVF, like, I just want to know that.
The thing is, I got married early, say around 24. So I had planned my life saying that I'll get married at 24. I'm going to take 5 years, enjoy my marriage life, and then get into the serious part of having a child. So I was I mean, it was fully planned. It was going according to my plan. So after 5 years is when, okay, so we're like, okay, let's finish like major trips, everything. We did all that. We came back and we said, okay, let's start trying.
Okay.
So we started trying. I think within 3 months it didn't happen. And also, I was very confident, overconfident rather, I would say, saying that I can get pregnant very easily because I have no issues with my periods or anything. So it's really easy. That was my first mistake of being overconfident.
Okay.
And then when it didn't happen over 3 months, I went to my doctor and she said, you need time for all of this thing.
No, you went to doctor within 3 months of trying.
Yes.
Okay.
So I went within 3 months.
So, sorry, just to interrupt, like, is it considered 3 months also is a good time
No.
to actually have a baby, like, or you just went?
I just went. So that is the first thing she said. She was like, you have to wait for 6 months or 3 months. I mean, it just cannot happen like that. It takes time.
I think the doctor would have said, easy nahi hai, ye magic nahi hai, it will take time. I think she would have told that, yeah.
So my husband is like, please chill. It's fine. But me, I was really paranoid. So again, I'm like, okay, let's relax. We're just trying. So if you guys have watched that movie, the Kareena Kapoor's movie, what is that?
Oh, good news, good news.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Trust
Oh.
me, every scene that has happened, the show in that movie has happened in my life. Okay, so
Oh.
all the funny stuffs, all the different norms, everything we are trying. And then once 6 months hit, and I said, I went back running to the doctor. It's not happening. It's not happening. She's like, okay, fine. I mean, because I was quite young, I was 28. So
Okay.
I was like, 28 is fine. 27, 28. So she said, okay, let's get few tests done. I said, okay. So my husband and me, both of us got all the tests done. And once the results came, so it showed like, okay, mine, everything was fine. But my husband's sperm count was really low.
Okay.
So she clearly explained, this is not going to happen naturally, which you guys have to understand. So you guys have to go through IVF. And my gynae clearly told me saying that there are doctors who are specialized in IVF, so you have to go meet them and talk to them. So then we started doing research regarding doctors. So we consulted around two doctors, and all of them, few of them said, okay, for my husband, like take certain medication, it might work. So we tried another 2 months. And then after that, again, we did few other research, and finally I found one of my family friend who was mainly into IVF. So we went and met her, and she said, no, you have to go through the procedure. You have to start off with IVF because there is IUI as well, which is a lesser procedure of IVF. So that time she said, since your husband's sperm count is really less, we have to go through IVF.
So, is there a medical possibility methodology which actually can help the increase of the sperm count, or once it is down, it is down?
It's done. So all that is just that's what I said. So one of the doctors told us, saying take certain medications and go to Ayurveda and all that stuffs, but nothing really worked.
Also, was that age also a factor there where it could have happened, or it was not irrespective? You
wasn't
could
the
have
age.
tried right after marriage also.
Right
Is that
after,
good as
yes,
the case? So,
yes. So the problem again, so there is a thing saying that if men get mumps before they hit puberty, no, after puberty, the chances, I mean, most of the sperm count really goes down.
what exactly is
Oh,
mumps?
okay.
Like chicken pox, mumps.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after puberty, if men get that, like they clearly told, all the doctors said this. So if you get
Oh.
mumps after puberty, you sure it's sperm count. And also the lifestyle. I mean,
Ah,
you
that'll
know,
have
our
to be a big
lifestyle
factor.
is so bad.
I think your
So
urgency made it was the best decision to be like going to the doctor 3 months and 6 months. I think it helped you out in this scenario.
it
Yeah.
did, because given a chance, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would suggest everyone, like, so many we women, like, say, like, oh, we are career oriented, we do not want to have kids right now. Let's take it late. Please don't do that. Because
So
I
basically,
was that.
yeah, you
Again,
kind of learned is what
yeah.
you mean to say.
I'm telling, like, to all my cousins and friends, if you
Yeah.
guys don't want to have kids or not decided or want it late, freeze your eggs. That's the best.
That was a question I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
So now,
Yeah.
okay, I just want to have on this question. So when you say IVF, this was something which you were aware before you got into the process, or you had somebody in your family who would have done this. Was there some awareness in your family already
No,
about this?
there was not a single person who went through IVF. I mean, yes, like, I knew one of my aunt's sister who went through IVF, like, probably around like 30, 40 years ago. And that was the first time
Oh.
when IVF came into Bangalore and all. The Guneshila was the first
Yeah,
one.
I've heard about Gunashila.
So it really didn't work out for her. So my mom, all of them had, like, it's not like it will work and all those things, but there's no harm in trying. I'm like, the technology has
Yeah.
changed a lot from then to now.
Correct.
So things can change a lot. So again, there is no guarantee, no hospital, no doctors will ever give you any guarantee saying that it's 100% sure it will work. It's all
Okay.
left up to your body and luck, I would say.
Yeah. And how long did you have to go through this process actually? Like years, months? I know it is a long process and a very tiring
Yes.
one. Before asking you how difficult it was, I want to know how long it took.
So mine, I had one failure of IVF and three failures of IUI. So the second attempt of IVF worked. So overall, it took me around 4 years, 4.5 years.
Oh my God.
So there are people who have tried for like several years and all that. It all depends upon you, because I took breaks in between. Like, I had my first round of IVF and it didn't work out. I took a break of 6 months because I wanted my hormones, everything to like come down emotionally and physically. I wanted to take a break. And then I tried IUI within a span of like 6 months or 3 months. That I did back to back. Again, all of that was a failure. Then again, I think I took 1 year of a break. So wherein I was like, thinking, do I even really want to have kids? Should I adopt? Should I go for surrogacy? Like, all the different options possible.
Yeah.
So then there were many of my friends who were suggesting, like, change your doctor. I'm like, that's not necessary and all that. But it is one thing I would really suggest. It is not more than the doctors, it's the embryologist who is very important, which most of us do not know at all. So
I don't know there was an embryologist
yes,
also.
he
I
is
don't
the
know what
big person.
exactly is an embryologist actually. What does he do?
So he is a person who actually who's the main person who does the entire procedure of freezing the eggs, thawing the eggs. Again, all of these are the terms. But once people who are getting into it, obviously there are people who counselors who are going to suggest you. But do your research well before getting into any of the doctors, is what I said. Because this field is a money making field. You will have to spend like crazy.
Yeah.
So is there a cap on how many attempts when you said like you tried
Yeah.
multiple times and is there a cap on how many attempts you could do like Do they say, okay, this is your last attempt? If it is hit or miss, how many? What are
So
what exactly?
all the doctors, there are doctors who would say, just for the money, oh, you can do several, it's fine and all.
And just adding a question, what would happen if you go beyond the cap, and
Yeah.
what exactly is the repercussions of that?
So they say, like my doctor actually told me, you cannot do more than four of it because it can turn into cancer later. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So because obviously we are injected with so much of hormones to your body, it will have an effect.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful with that. Again,
Also,
do your research. Don't simply go ahead with what everyone says.
just one thing. So, what is the difference between IVF and IUI? Because I was not aware about IUI. So, what is the difference? Like you said, 3 attempts of IUI and then IVF. Like, how do you know which to go through and that? Yeah, just the
Yeah.
technicalities.
So if your sperm, as I said, if your husband's sperm count is really low, so you have no other choice but to go for IVF. IUI, if the sperm count is little, okay, like you don't have to retrieve your eggs. You don't have to undergo that
Oh,
procedure,
okay, okay.
which again is a very vast injections a lot, all those things. IUI is just that they take the sperm and they just like inject it into your uterus directly. So again, all of that they check for your period dates, your endometrium line should be thick enough. You have again medications for that, you have injections for that, and then it's like a direct procedure. Here it is like a IVF is like a surgery. You are put under anesthesia, your eggs are retrieved out of your,
I
and
got it.
then you have the procedures. Yeah. And you have the embryologist who comes in, all that. In IUI, it's just that they just take the sperm through the injection, procedures are there and you don't have to undergo any you don't have to be under anesthesia and they just like inject it into your uterus.
So, just an observation here, because I think we are discussing another thing. Guy is just a sperm here, right? Guy can't do anything beyond. There is nothing happening to him, and I just like you're telling so many terms, so many things,
Yeah.
like guy is just standing there with the moral support. I think it's like we contribute very minimally, to be very honest, in that scenario, right? Like
Yeah.
we are like there. Okay. So coming to that question, how was the okay? One is like, was it harder than you expected, or did you have any expectations to start with? Like, oh, I think I'll crack it. Like, maybe first attempt, like it'll be done. Or what was the expectation going into the process, and how exactly did it turn into?
So again, over there, as I said, I was overconfident. So the first time when I went, I said, "Huh, I'm fine." So that was the mistake that I did. I said, my body is fine. I am fine. So if I do IVF the first attempt, I'm 100% sure it will be done. So even during the procedure, when I went the day of the procedure, like my dad, my mom, my father-in-law had come. So my husband, everyone was scared, obviously, because I had to be under anesthesia. They had to remove the eggs. Anything can go wrong. I was the only person who was so, I was very excited. I'm like, oh my
Oh,
God, let's
nice.
get
So I
it
think
done.
you are like, okay, I'm done 9 months. Baby will be out, and we are all
Yeah.
fine. One happy
Next
family.
month I'm pregnant.
Yeah. Okay.
Overconfident.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
So I was super excited, really, as though it's like I'm going into some, really exciting thing. It's happening.
Mandala ride.
Yeah. So happy. And then the procedure happened. Even after that, I was like really enjoying as though I'm pregnant also.
Oh,
I mean, I did behave like I was pregnant. The first month pregnant, saying that, oh, I need to take rest. I cannot walk around too much. I have to eat this. I have to eat that. And after 1 month, when it didn't happen, it hit me so hard. That's when I went under depression. That is a mistake. Please don't do.
Don't celebrate before it actually happens.
Celebrate and also don't be overconfident. It is not God. It cannot happen. Take your time. It's okay. Be like, it's okay. It happens, or else it's fine. So that's when I didn't know what depression was. Even the first month when I was like really depressed, the first 3 weeks, it took time for me to sink in, saying that why didn't it happen? What went wrong? So there are so many questions running in your head. Was there something? Was it my mistake? Was it the doctor's mistake?
Or also all these thoughts of, did I eat something wrong? Did I sit somewhere wrong? Like those things
Yeah.
also came in. It could have actually.
Every single thing which is very wrong. Don't put yourself in through that.
And this not having successful first attempt is okay, and that's the
Yeah.
norm, I feel.
Yeah.
Right? It's not something which happens like just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then again, like my husband's friend, So he clearly told me saying that there was one of his wife's sister who again went through a failure for the first time, and he said, take time, okay, give it 6 months. So, but my doctor said you can come back in 3 months. It's fine. You know, you can we
Oh,
can do having a second attempt and all. But I had like frozen my eggs for a year. So the first time when I had the IVF, when they retrieved the eggs, like I got around like 12 eggs around. So in that, like again, all of that is a huge procedure. Like 8 embryos were good, so they put in like only 3 embryos. So again, before that, I was so confident. I said, "Oh, I can get twins. Know what to do." I questioned all of these things to my doctor.
No, also it's not something which uncommon, right? Most of the people who
correct.
normally go with IVF, it's like twins is what they're like. इतना investment करेंगे, दो बच्चा तो निकालेंगे. It's like I have heard people saying this. इतना
Oh
invest
my
होगा.
God.
So it's not that. It's not
Not you, but I've heard other people
yeah,
saying.
no, but according to the procedure, you are supposed to put minimum of 2 embryos.
So that okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so all
okay.
the doctors do that. There are people who do put even three. So mine, in fact, she had put three. So I was so scared, oh my God, how many
Triplets हो
kids?
जाएंगे तो
Yeah.
क्या
Yeah.
I
करेंगे?
went to question my doctor also. So in case if there are twins, I don't want, can you like remove one of the twin? She's like,
Okay.
everything is possible. It's fine. Take your time.
Okay.
I mean, she can't tell it on my face. It's not like
She's like, hello, excuse me, let it happen first.
Yeah.
Why are you coming and complaining before that? She'll be like, calmly, she'll be telling, it's okay, take your time, madam.
I'm
Please.
sure they would have met all crazy women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, that overconfidence was hitting me like real hard that time.
So, how was dealing this through mentally? Because, like you said, and how was your family, your husband support? How did that work?
So thankfully, my in-laws were very supportive, wherein I've heard many cases wherein they're not.
Yeah, yeah, I have
Okay.
seen a few
This
cases.
has
Yeah.
gone through like crazy. Okay, so mine, they were very, very supportive. They're like, it's okay, it happens, it's fine. So my mother-in-law used to be like, oh my God, you have to go through so many injections. How can you
That's
take
so sweet.
it?
That's nice.
I would have never done this. Like injections, in general, many women, many men, women, anyone cannot take it. Yeah.
I would rather be sick than take an injection. To be honest,
Yeah.
yeah.
Correct.
I'd be like, let it take 1 week. I don't want to be cured today. Don't give me injection.
So imagine like us, we had to take for 12 days, every day, 3 injections into your tummy. And even after that, there are injections. So there are a lot of process. So for that, they were very supportive. My husband was very supportive. My dad is like, don't have kids. It's fine. Don't go through this. Don't have kids. So he's like, so big deal. There are many people, who adopt. So he was in the thing saying that adopt. It is fine, you adopt. Don't go through this at all. So then I was again, that is another topic for that. So, but my husband was like, it's okay, calm down, it's fine. So he was handling all my crazy mood swings and again, all the side effects of it and all. So, family was very supportive, friends were very supportive.
And what
And
about क्या good news नहीं है क्या
Yeah.
kind of
Those
neighbors
people.
और
I have
Yeah.
told them, no one
Oh, अच्छा,
knows.
no. But in general, there would be a pressure, right? Like you said, you waited for some time and then you started trying. Not people not aware of that, but still they'll be like coming. 4 साल हो गए कुछ नहीं है क्या? Like how?
Yeah, they were
Did that add pressure onto you or already existing
very
pressure? Or you were
much.
okay?
That was again another pressure added because see, until the first time 28, they were like, huh, keep trying. So there were many of my cousins who were getting my age cousins who were getting married at 28 and 29.
Oh,
So the
okay.
pressure at that moment was like, oh, have kids and all. Have kids. There were no one saying at that. So when I hit like 31 after like 2 years, everyone started off, you know, there were people like I stopped posting anything on my social media because there were relatives of mine who said, ask her to stop going on trips and have a baby. So these
Look
are
at the audacity of people.
yeah.
People think they own you. Basically, they
Yeah.
are like, yeah.
So
I
everyone
hope you
giving these
blocked him.
kind of
Please tell me you blocked
opinions.
him.
No, that's why I stopped posting on Insta anything.
Yeah.
So at that point of time, you'll be like, I don't need this negativity in my life. As it is, I'm going through something. And yeah, I stopped going to functions and then I put on weight because of this, like around 10 kgs. Added to that is body shaming. Oh, you need to lose weight so that it's easy for you to get pregnant. All kind of suggestions wherein you don't need. Best is to stay away from this people.
Yeah, people are the
So that,
problem in this case. I feel like it made things worse than you having to deal
Not
with
in
it
this
again.
case, Kaveri.
In general,
Always.
yeah,
People are the
in
problem
general.
all the time. But yeah.
so
True,
I
true.
always had a thought. I always kept telling my husband, let's just shift to a different country. Our life will be much easier in
Yeah,
this way because we don't have to deal with people. Because again, that was another thing which was really affecting me.
yeah.
So that was a problem. Yeah.
So along with this, like people pressure, I think you have to deal with the hormones a lot. Like, because
Oh,
I'm not aware on the whole thing, but I know it affects to a great extent. So
yes.
how did that help, like affect you mentally as well as physically and your day-to-day life? How did it affect your day-to-day life?
So my anxiety increased. Okay. And honestly speaking, IVF did not affect me so much at all. But IUI, I remember like, I think with you only, like we had gone out for dinner. This
Yeah.
was around like 7 o'clock. At that moment, I just wanted to get out of the restaurant because suddenly it's like I felt so tired, so exhausted. I just put my head down on the table. I said, I cannot talk. I was getting irritated with people talking. I was so tired. Like I was absolutely normal. I was fine. And suddenly it's like something hit me. And those, that hot flashes, all that used to happen. So dealing with all of that at that point of time, I think I was working as well.
Oh
So
God.
sometimes I should just like put my head down and like, I'm just tired, I'm exhausted, I can't take it. So, and then you feel like, do I really need to go through this?
Yeah.
This is not worth it.
Very
I
true.
mean, I don't want to put my body at that moment. Honestly speaking, I was so angry with my husband. I'm like, I am fine. My body is fine. You
Yeah.
are the problem, but I have to go through this.
Yeah.
So these things really run into your head, but thankfully, I have an amazing husband.
Yeah, I want
That
to
was
add
very
on to that.
important.
He is a
Yeah.
really sweet guy
Yeah.
who is very calm, very silent. I met him and he is like really, really.
So, though I used to say these things, he's like, it's okay, it happens, it's fine. I mean, calm down. It's okay. You don't want to do it, it's okay. We don't need kids. It's fine. So, he was a person who was ready to not have kids.
Mm.
Okay. He was like, it's okay, let's not have kids. Honestly speaking, he was just doing whatever I said. Poor guy. Like, I even went